Well, apparently there's no road to the cemetery, which is weird, so this lady's gonna let us
This is the road.
walk across her property.
$1932.
All right.
What are we looking for? I'll take this side. You
H.
take
Triggs,
H.
Maxwell.
H. Triggs. I got the left side.
William Astor Boggs, son of FGC Bertha Boggs, 1914-1926. Sleep in Jesus, sweetie, sleep. A lot of Mullins here. Here he is.
Okay, I was looking at these Maxwells.
How pretty. Harriet Lou Piles. (1882–1953). Remember me as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, someday you'll be. Prepare yourself to follow me.
It's deep, ain't it?
Harriet E. Bledsoe, 1952–1969.
You know, I've noticed.
Wow,
like,
look at that big bowling.
Yeah. I've noticed like a lot of these, how they'll have this mossy stuff on them. I think it's so pretty. I think it gives it character.
Mm-hmm.
It just, you know, it just looks cool. Shading, shadows.
So here's Henderson Triggs Maxwell. You know, they call this story the Slipper Slayer, but in all reality, you know, there's real people involved and a real person whose life was cut short. After night comes the morning. We'll never really know what happened that night. The only people that know are not here anymore.
That's some World War I relatives.
Infant son of M.J. Mullins and wife, born and died September 11th, 1932. Budded only to bloom in heaven. Millard J. Mullins, 1908–1943. We will meet again. Willie Orville Mullins, 1899–1934, at rest in heaven. And there goes my glasses. Dr. Centurion, 1909–1980. Alio, Joseph, 1886-1977. Maud, 1896-1966. I think it says Martin Alio, 1939, March to July 1939. God giveth, God taketh away. And then George Nelson Alio, 1931, 1938. Actually, I'll have to look that up, I'm not sure. Here's another Maxwell. Vernon Bunk, 1896, 1957. And Bertha, 1899, 2001. Together again at last. And Trigg is right here. They called him Trigg. More Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell. I think it's the same one. No. Yeah, 1896 to 1957. Maybe Trigg's relative, I would say.
Of World War I and World War II graves. This whole section here, there's like 20 of them. Right in that one little spot.
It's warm all of a sudden, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, out in the sun.
The Goldie Countess, wife of Ewan Countess, June 21st, 1902 to January 25th, 1940, asleep in Jesus to await the resurrection morning. And here's E.J. Countess, November 14th, 1898, December 26th, day after Christmas, 1979, gone but not forgotten. And then Carrie Countess, 1906, 1889, gone but not forgotten.
I like that name.
The Glimma Sue, looks like she was a nurse, and she looks like Shelton Reed's alive still. No, he's passed on. 2019, it says over there. It's pretty. Are we ready?
Ready.
Rest in peace, Trey. Shows it right there, actually.
Really pretty, ain't it? Really pretty scenery.
You got your gun?
Oh yeah. It's sitting on a hill by itself, isn't it? Callie Maxwell, 1886 to 1962. Burl P. Maxwell, April 11th, 1914 to March 28th, 1939. There's Thurman Maxwell, 1910 to 1930. She's 20 years old. That one looks unique. Carl G. Skeen, born in 1908 to 1930. Pretty stone though, isn't it? You can tell it used to be solid white. Mold, mildew, you know, settles on it in the shady spots. That looks cool though. It looks really pretty. You know, I guess it's an older grave, 1930. It's a pretty old grave. I'm sure it would look great, you know, if you cleaned it up, turned it all white again, but I think that's pretty like that. I think it adds, I don't know, adds some character or something. I think it's just pretty. I like on metal, I guess it would be called patina on metal. I'm not sure if it's called the same thing on stone or not, but I kind of like it. I think it's pretty. Infant Ellison. Infant daughter Stevens. You see those, you know, the children's graves, you know, those are bad ones. I mean, any death of a loved one is bad, but it's a whole lot worse when it's a child. Look at this one. Wow. Look at this one. Staff Sergeant Milton Ellison, born September 18th, 1921. Killed in action, World War II, in Aachen, Germany in 1944. Much respect, Mr. Ellison. Very much respect for you, sir. Killed in action, guys. You know, you see a lot of these military graves, you know, World War I, you know, they died, or decade, or two, whatever. They died decades after the war. You know, killed in action, right on your stone. That's a whole new ball game.
The Mullins right there. Love one another as I've loved you. It's Mullins everywhere here.
Yeah.
And Dexter Dots in there with a, what is that?
That bulldozer.
Bulldozer on it.
Well, the Mullins.
Friend
you know,
to all.
The Mullins, you know, from the Red Fox story. That was Mullins.
Yeah.
In the same area too.
Yeah, that's pretty much where they're stemmed from, is the same family unit. You know, if you got Mullins here and you got Mullins and Jenkins, they're related. Somewhere down the road, brother, cousins, whatever. But they're definitely related. They're not different Mullins.
Right.
You know, if you got Mullins here and you got Mullins and Jenkins, they're related. Somewhere down the road, brother, cousins, whatever. But they're definitely related. They're not different Mullins. They're definitely related. They're not different Mullins.
You may have to go back a generation or two to find it. Find the link.
But we got a couple more stories to do. It's getting warm. I wish I could get a nice full fall crispy day, but I never seem to.
Yeah.
It's always hot when I go out, or really cold.
My
So
last view's been nice and shady.
yeah,
Cool.
well, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.